He on X Games mode.
Better watch where you step in, this Gucci is pricey. Like a snake on no loose, they gon' bite me. Put it on him, now he calling me wifey. He tryna cuff, but it's hard to.
No, I'm just playing. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since we talked and we've seen each other. You know what? We got a lot of catching up to do. So if you are here and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please click that subscribe button. Thank you. Now let's talk about this wig. Okay, so we got hair sent from HJ Beauty. I'm gonna show you what it looks like inside the bag and outside of the bag. Now the hair was pretty much soft. It was pretty soft. I love the platinum blonde, but it's not for me. The only complaint that I do have about this wig is it did shed a lot. Not really much after I did wash it, but before, yeah, it did. So I'm using this mannequin head to sit the wig on top so I am able to dye it. I could not find my other mannequin head that didn't have hair, so we're just gonna go with this one. So if you see her hair off to the side, just excuse me. But yeah, we're first gonna dye the roots the dark brown, but before that we're gonna wash the hair. Here's some of the materials that I did use. The hair color did come from Walmart. Everything else came from my school. But I'm pretty sure you can get it from your local Walmart as well. Okay, now for the exciting part. She's all washed up and I sectioned her into 4. So down the middle, then from ear to ear. And now we're gonna start the root touch up to get those brown roots that we got here. What I do want to say is, as you're going and putting the dye on the hair, try to, keep a consistent speed, because you have to remember you have to do the other side, and while the dye is sitting on the hair, it is going to start to process, and you don't want one side being processed faster than the other side, because you do have to time it. I cannot remember if I did 15 or 30. Just read the directions on the back of the box. That is what I will let you know. I also want to add in there that because we're in the front and by the lace, you want to be actually careful not to dye the lace, to tint the lace with the hair dye. And in this video, you're gonna pretty much see that I kind of, I don't know, was successful and unsuccessful at the same time. I did get a little bit messy, that's what I will say. But you know what? The results speak for themselves. So as you can see right here, what I was talking about, I did kind of get my dye everywhere, even on some parts of the blonde hair, and you know, I was a little bit worried about that, but everything turned out perfectly fine. I also want to add in there, while the hair was processing, I did cover it with a towel. You know, whoever said going blonde was going to be easy? So I did rinse out the dye here. I did wash the hair, and as you can see right here, I'm showing you that I did get the dye mixed in with some parts of the hair, and I was kind of worried. I'm like, I don't know, but it all did turn out all right. Okay, now to the fun part. Now we're starting to use the blonde dyes, and I did mix both of them together, and I started to dye the hair. Now, I just want to say this is not an easy way to dye a wig. Probably laying it down on a flat surface would be an easier way to dye it, because the wig totally fell off the mannequin head, and then my dye fell inside the wig cap. So, you know, I was just really going through it. I guess dyeing blonde hair is actually hard. I heard about it, but I didn't want to believe it, you know. But I'm telling you this because you might have these problems as well. Like, even when I washed the dye out of the hair looked gray. And that's when I was even more worried. But you know what? Like I keep saying, everything worked out in the end. I'm not sure where the rest of the video went, but this is the finished product. It does look darker on camera, but it is not that dark. It's actually really lighter. I did go back in and bleach the knots as well. If you're gonna bleach the knots, what I do want to say is you watch the knots, because they're gonna bleach really fast, considering that you already had other hair dye on it.
He wifey, he tryna cuff, but it's hard to win dice. Say he like when I call him daddy. Tell him pull up, then I send an addy. She keep mugging me down, she a maddie. I got 3 bitches with me.